Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is David J. Burney.
My name is Brent Apperson. Good morning.
.31, 64 degrees outside. It was down to 63. Pretty nice morning out there. Going to have one more hot day today. 99 the last 2 days. Probably going to be up in that category today, and then we'll be in the 80s, mid to upper 80s tomorrow. About right for a parade, don't you think?
Yeah, sounds like it.
And also for a pedal tractor pull, the Chris Ogle pedal tractor pull coming up at 4:30 tomorrow, parade at 6. And hope everybody will get down and enjoy the pull and the parade.
Yes, going to be a fun evening.
Going to talk about the fair throughout the show. I'm leaving you. I'm going. I'm out of here.
You're leaving me? What do you mean you're leaving me?
I'm leaving the show today to go out on a remote broadcast.
Oh, okay.
Made an executive decision this morning after.
You're entitled to executive decisions.
Well, I wouldn't have had to make it, but the girls have done such a good job.
Yeah, I know.
Of getting as many interviews on the air as they possibly can. I believe the last count was 103 interviews.
Oh, my.
That we'll be doing. Now, we've gotten some of them
We
done.
might have to interview each other as announcers of the parade just to get them all in.
Maybe, but I don't think people want to hear that. I do think we'll probably be talking to some of the same kids because a lot of them have multiple entries,
Right.
as we've, talked about with them. But that's okay. We'll talk with as many kids as we can, with as many different projects as we can. Today, they began the shooting sports for the 4-H and FFA out at the fairgrounds at Building 18. Mm-hmm. And I thought I'd run out there this morning to see if I could get some live remotes from there.
Okay.
A little bit later on. And then I'll stay and record some, bring those back for later on this afternoon. Now, we have some interviews that are run starting at 11 o'clock this morning on KCNI from Wednesday.
Okay.
And we'll do it that way. Then tomorrow we'll go out and catch up with some of the folks entering the activities on Saturday out at the fairgrounds, the cooking and baking and some projects at the exhibit barn, the open class, all of that takes place tomorrow. So we'll catch some of that tomorrow, and then we'll come back out here to the station and load up our equipment and get ready for the parade and the pedal pull. And then we'll also head out Sunday at 5 o'clock to the small animal show. So we'll be trying to catch all of that before we get to Monday, which will be, of course, the activities that you traditionally think about, the animals and all of that, and the horse competitions and so forth. But when we get out there, we're going to continue to urge you folks to come on out and look at the exhibits. All of the folks who have made these exhibits would love to have you look at them, and they're wonderful, all the way from how to set a table to how to build a toolbox. And by the way, I was so disappointed yesterday. I had some recordings that we did on Wednesday, and the one recording I don't know what went wrong, but was with the young man with the red toolbox.
You were really impressed by the toolbox, weren't you?
I just love that young man and his toolbox. And that particular recording had some awful feedback of some kind and didn't turn out. So I'm going to try to reach out and see if I can find that young man again and re-record that. And if you're listening out there, Van Zant is the last name, and I would urge the family, get a hold of me. Call here. I'll meet this young man anywhere because he built it, and it's beautiful.
Nice.
Okay? Now, yesterday, late afternoon, Jeremy posted the video on Sandhills Express, Facebook, and YouTube of the mowing of the Williams property
Yeah.
Mowed, of course, by Dave's Knife Sharpening and Lawn Service, and they also received a trimmer, steel trimmer from RTA's Hardware, and this was all videoed, and Jeremy did a great job of putting it together. And it was also a way, this country is something, folks, to be able to enjoy capitalism and grasp onto it and enjoy it.
Have people been calling you to book you to get your lawn mowed?
They want to buy my tie clasp.
Oh. Yeah, I must say, I saw the video yesterday after it got posted, and I think the way you were dressed impressed me the most. Now, you talk about wanting to make an impression. Now, when I mow my yard, I put on about the oldest pair of jeans I can find, ratty old T-shirt, a ball cap that, has had its better days, but that's what I mow in. Old tennis shoes, with the heavy grass stains on them and everything. But Dave Burney, when he goes to finish up, I guess you would say,
manicure,
the promo giveaway, you were in a tie, a button-down shirt, a tie. Loved your hat, by the way.
Thank you.
Very nice. But you were looking extremely sharp and professional, and it was, I'll be honest, it was quite impressive to me. Wow.
Well, Carla said I looked pretty sharp, and I appreciated that very much. I wanted to put on a professional presentation, and I did really enjoy also the demo that Ryan and Tiffany put together for us with the steel trimmer. That was fantastic.
That trimmer, man.
That's a good one.
That's a nice trimmer. Congratulations, Carla.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, and it's real easy to load the string, which can save you, boy, I don't know, high blood pressure pills you could get rid of if you...
And you could tell, super easy to start. Don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. So that video is on Sandals Express, Facebook, and YouTube. Just go to Sandals Express and go to the Facebook and scroll down and you'll find it there. And I've had already a lot of requests for information on my tie class, my clip. And I'm thinking about starting another company.
Oh, great. Okay, do tell. Now, will this be completely separate? Is this a separate entity from Dave's Knife Sharpening and Lawn Service, or are you just going to add it to Knife Sharpening and Lawn Service?
Well, the lawn service so far hasn't been real profitable because people that owe me money haven't paid me. But so I'm trying to start another business that would be profitable, and then I could write off the losses on my lawn business.
I see.
But I don't know for sure how this is going to fit together. But the demand, I believe, for my tie clip may be very high, and I'm not sure what we'll call it yet. I was just needed to come up with a good name for this tie clip. And it's OSHA approved, by the way. That's a reason I wore it, because you don't typically want your tie getting caught into the trimmer.
No, that would be a bad thing.
Or you lean down to pick something up and your tie gets under the mower.
That's
you don't.
Good.
It was a safety idea that turned into a fashion statement.
Wow.
And I think I'll be able to sell those.
So you're going to manufacture tie clips?
Well, I think I have a source for them. The manufacturer's already making them for other purposes, but I think we can sell them. As tie clasps.
Wow.
So take a look and see what you think, and if you're interested, let me know.
It sounds like people have really been stricken by the tie clip that you used for the promo giveaway. I just love that, by the way, promo. But maybe you could auction it off. Put that baby on the auction block and see, get people into a bidding war. See how much you could earn from that thing.
Well, I was thinking that might work, but I would lean more towards mass sales.
Oh, well, sure.
I'd like to get a commercial on.
Well, you probably don't want to give away. You probably don't want to auction off this. I'm guessing the tie clip is very important to you.
Well, I can.
Very special to
they'll
you.
they'll be mass produced. I think we can sell them as like
Because I've seen you wear tons of ties. I'm sure. I'm sure that tie clip is very special to you.
Well, take a look at it, folks, and see what you think. I think we can make some capital gain on this.
Yeah.
And mark it up a little bit from its original cost of manufacturing.
Mark it up. There you go.
Times 3 usually is what you like to do.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of the model.
Yeah.
Cost times 3. But I think in this case it could be much better markup than that. And if we really get going on it, we can have ads on TV, selling them for like $29.99.
Oh yeah.
Free shipping.
Yeah. There you go.
Don't be embarrassed when your tie falls into the hot chocolate or the coffee.
Yeah, but you don't give free shipping unless you call in the next 30 minutes.
That's true.
Don't do that. Maybe even shorten it up in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, let's
free
get them
shipping.
going. Yeah. All right, well, take a look, folks. That video is on the Facebook.
And then just take the phone off the hook, let it be busy for 5 minutes, then put it back on the hook. Then they'll have to pay for shipping.
Oh, I like the way you're thinking. You might be a potential partner.
Well, I've learned from the best. Hey, you know what I just saw on the sheet here? Nebraska State Bank is scheduled to be our guest. Bankers always wear ties.
Yes, and they're also they also have a
they
lot
might
of
be in, they might be interested in your tie clip, and they might even help you with the startup costs.
That's what I was thinking.
Huh?
They probably are looking for, some people who would like to start a new industry or business here in the community. They're very community-minded, and maybe they would give us some sort of a special loan. We'll ask. Today at the Prairie Pioneer Center, I don't know how much I've been reading that this week, according to my marks. I apologize. 872-6121 is the number to call by 9 o'clock if you'd like to have a meal with them. Today they're having chef salad with tuna, fruit, and club crackers. Give them a call, 872-6121. We're going to play the game, and we're going to throw in a couple of bull riding passes for Monday night, the classic.
Okay.
25 years.
All right. Let's see. What should our question be today? I'm going to go sports related.
Okay. You don't have.
Head coach Matt Rule of Nebraska spoke at Big Ten Media Days yesterday. His first appearance as the new head coach of the University of Nebraska. Where was Big Ten Media Days held? Your choices would be Chicago, Iowa City, Lincoln, Nebraska, or Indianapolis. Where was Big Ten Media Football Days held? Chicago, Iowa City, Lincoln, or Indianapolis? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Did you just finish your big landscaping project but unable to stand up straight to enjoy it? Team Physical Therapy can help. Call 872-5111. Did you slide into second but unable to make it home due to a sprained ankle or pulled muscle? Call your movement rehabilitation specialist at 872-5111. In Broken Bow or any of our locations in Gothenburg, Burwell, Kearney, Callaway, or check us out on the web at myteampt.com, 872-5111.
And we have Karen on the line. Good morning, Karen. How are you?
Okay, how are you?
Oh, real good. Before you answer the question, I have a question for you. Do you mind?
Yes.
You do mind?
Well, it depends.
Okay. Well, it's not too bad. Does your husband ever wear a tie?
Not very often.
Well, when he does he have a tie clip or clasp for it?
I think so. It's been a long time since he wore it.
I got to kind of imagine that. Well, listen, if you get a chance, take a look on Sandhills Express Facebook. There's a video there of us mowing Carla Williams's property.
Yes, I saw that. You were dressed very nice.
Well, thanks, Karen. Did you like the tie clip?
I don't think I noticed. I'll have to look again.
Okay. Take a look and let me know if you want one. We'll sell you one at a special price.
Okay, I'm sure it'll be special.
Oh, it'll be very special. Here's Brent.
Okay.
Okay, Karen. Matt Rule spoke at Big Ten Football Media Days yesterday. Where was it held?
In Indianapolis.
In Indianapolis. You got it. Well done. And because you've answered correctly, we have a great prize for you today. We're going to give you a couple of passes into the Custer County Classic Bull Riding coming up on Monday night at the Custer County Fair. And we'll also throw in a certificate for a free personal pan pizza, one topping from Pizza Hut. So come on out and see us.
All right, I will. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Karen. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye. All right. There's our winner. Well, maybe she'll take a look and order one.
Yeah.
Be our first sale.
Yeah, you could put, you could even monogram them. You know, put KCNI on the tie clip.
I think you could do that with fingernail polish.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, yeah. Forget the engraving. Yeah. We'll just, maybe we'll give out one of those real thin tip permanent Sharpie markers. Just, we could put anything on it that people wanted.
Oh, yeah.
If they wanted their name, we could just write it right on there with a Sharpie.
Customized.
Yeah, customize.
Well, I think our guests are here. I'm very excited to bring in Nebraska State Bank.
Question is, are they excited?
Come on in. Hi, Tammy.
How are you?
Betsy, how are you doing? Just have a chair, ladies. We'll take a quick time out while you get sit down there.
Come and enjoy the Custer County Fair Parade this Saturday, July 29th at 6 p.m. in Broken Bow. The KCNI KBBN staff will be announcing the parade in front of the Custer County Chief and at the City Park near the bandstand. So pick your spot, grab your chairs and umbrellas, and come enjoy the parade. If you're unable to attend the parade, you can hear it live on KCNI1280 AM, 96.3 FM, or online at KCNI1280.com. Brought to you by the Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN Radio.
7:47, and the ladies have been patiently waiting out in the lobby for us. Next time, ladies, just walk on in because we're the only two here, and we get to blabbing, and we don't even know what's going on. So,
Well, we were trying to be really polite.
well, don't be polite. Just come on in.
You know, Nebraska State Bank is known as the nice bank. At least that's what we want people to think. So.
Well, I think it is a nice bank, very community-minded.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I know that you have some things you want to talk about, and I'd like to talk a business deal with you, either now or at the end of the segment, whichever you.
Oh boy. Do we want to hear this?
I don't know. Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well, we finished up our promotion for Dave's Knife Sharpening and Lawn Service, and I mowed
Right.
Carla Williams' property up there in Myrna, and we had a video of it. And I wanted to be business-like that day, so I wore a button-down shirt and tie
Yeah.
to mow the yard. And
Yes.
with the video, I thought, hey, this tie could get into the mower or, the trimmer.
true.
And didn't want that, so I used a tie clasp clip, so it wouldn't, get it, it could get in your soup or something too if you were just having something to eat. Well, anyway, I've got an idea for a business venture. Who would I talk to if I wanted to start a loan, and what would I need for collateral?
Well, since it's a business, I would suggest you talk to Travis Hansen.
Exactly.
Oh, Travis and I are buds. We go
yeah.
along.
Yeah.
We've been,
Travis would help you.
I've known him since he moved here.
Yeah.
He'd probably just give you a blank check and say, get started, Dave.
Would you kind of give him a heads up?
We can't speak for Travis.
Oh.
Absolutely, we'll give him a heads up.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to talk business with him.
And you know what? I don't want to speak out of turn here, Tammy, but I would venture to say, if you can start a partnership with Nebraska State Bank, we, as the marketing people, as part of the marketing team, we may even be able to create like a tie clasp for you to wear that has like a joint venture, like Nebraska State Bank on it, or Dave's Mowing Service, or whatever. We can maybe joint brand.
That sounds interesting to look into, and I got to tell you, I'm a capitalist. So I would want maybe an 80-20 split on that.
Well, of course.
Yeah, we may have to negotiate.
There's some negotiations, that would happen.
All right. Well, no kidding aside, you do take care of businesses and agriculture and individuals with home purchases and the works, right?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
All right. Well, we know that, and it's been going on a long time. Nebraska State's one of the oldest businesses in the county.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
1917.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is our bank is basically, our main branch is basically located exactly where they started it. So
That
it's
is
kind
neat.
of a fun
It is
fact.
neat.
Yeah.
And unfortunately or fortunately, I'm old enough to remember. I don't know if it was the original one because 1917 has probably changed a few times, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember, when they rebuilt the one that you just replaced a few years ago. I think there was a basement, and is there a basement in this
Yes.
one still? Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Is there a lot of money down there?
No, there's no money down there. I think I can safely say that.
Okay. Maybe you better conduct this interview. I'm a little bit hyped up on this tie clasp thing.
I can tell. I would love to see their marketing presentation to you for helping you with this. I would really be interested to see that. Well, I'm going to turn over to you, ladies, because I'm
Okay.
sure you came in here with some topics that you
We
wanted to
did.
discuss. So
Yes, we did. First of all, we wanted to talk about our CD special we have going on right now. Excuse me. It's a you choose the term CD, and you can choose the term means you can choose a 5-month, a 9-month, or a 13-month. And the interest rate is 4.991%, 5% APY. So if you want to make a little extra on a $500 vacation fund,
Right.
you could put it in there for a 5-month, or even the 13-month for next summer. So
And that's not that long.
yeah, right. Really, it's
A
not.
wonderful return as compared to what it was a year or two ago.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what's APY?
Annual percentage yield.
Okay, thank you.
I was like, oh gosh, I wasn't prepared for that.
good job, Tammy. You passed the test. Way to go.
That's the banking.
I think the crew's going to be proud of you, Tammy.
They are. They are. I hope so.
Stuart's listening right now going, yeah, way to go, Tammy.
Well, I don't know if he is, but
Well, let's hope so.
Pretend he is.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So those are some great opportunities. If if you're fortunate enough to have a little money somewhere, I mean, you even have interest that you pay on checking accounts. But if you have some extra in a checking account, this would be a higher return, right?
Right. Just to bump you up a little bit.
Yeah.
What I think is really cool is that, you can choose which term you want. So if you know that you need your money in only 5 months, then put it in that
Yeah.
CD for 5 months. And then, what is it? How far away are we from Christmas?
Well, we just got halfway through the year, so we're
Yeah, we're
5 months.
Yeah.
Six,
So, I mean,
not quite 5.
just different little monuments,
Yeah.
tasks. If let's say that, you have a child that's a senior like me, I have a senior, and hey, I want to put a little bit of money aside and kind of build up that money for the graduation party or if you're a grandparent wanting to set aside a little bit of money for a grad gift. I mean, put your money in a 9-month CD or a 13-month CD, so that the money's there for you to gift your grandchild or
Good ideas,
whatever.
Betsy.
So
Yeah.
I think it's
Or
cool.
honestly, guys, if you know that there's a business venture in
there.
that next year, maybe halfway through next year that you're going to be investing in, you may as well make 5% on that money that you have before you dive into your new business with your wonderful local bank.
That's right.
This is very true.
Yeah.
And I can tell how passionate you are. You're getting pretty excited about this whole business venture.
It's just kind of one of those things that just accidentally happened, and I'm pretty thrilled about it. But I think this 5% you're talking about is pretty nice return on money that maybe you don't want to use for a while.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay. Very nice. What else do you have for us?
Well, I'm the HR person actually for the bank.
And now HR's what?
Human resources.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry, we don't have much of an HR department here. That's why we're not really familiar with it. Sorry.
I thought it stood for home run. I wasn't sure.
Home run, yes. So I can't help myself, but I have to mention any open positions that we have at the bank whenever I get to come and visit with you guys. So we do currently have an open position for our bank. It's a teller bookkeeper position, which means that you're hired, and you basically are the ones that fill in for other tellers or people in our bookkeeping department if they need to be gone. So we're looking for people that are super sharp, super friendly, attention to detail, but basically people that are just good people. We love to hire, we love to think that we hire the best of the best. So maybe people that are listening maybe aren't interested, but maybe they might know someone that might be
There
perfect.
you go. Yeah.
So I guess if you're hearing this, please, feel free to call me at the bank. I'm at the main branch, 2466-872-2466 if you have questions. Or, we have the ad up on our website too. So if anyone's even kind of sort of interested, feel free to give me a call.
Okay. Is that a full-time position?
Yes.
Yes.
And,
Sure is.
Are there probably some benefits with that as well?
Absolutely, yes. We try our best to provide great benefits for our employees. So we have, health insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance. We have paid leave. We do 401k with an employer match, which is a really nice thing. Free money, basically, for our employees.
Right, it is.
So that's always a good thing. And then besides that, we try to do a lot of employee appreciation things, making sure that our employees know that we love them and we appreciate them, and it's important to us that we have that culture at the bank. And so that's sort of some of the non-quantifiable things that I really love and get excited about, just like you're excited about your business venture.
Yeah.
But I really get excited about our team and trying to build that culture and that vibe within Nebraska State Bank that people are happy and people want to come to work, and we all, we get along and we have fun.
It's a great team.
We have a great team, and I always like to say that we work really hard, but we also play hard too.
That's right.
Well, I think you've got a natural resource in the bank itself. Like, Tammy, if you're feeling a little down, maybe you've had maybe some figures wouldn't balance out, or your husband's misbehaving, something like that. You just go into John Smith's office, and he'll lighten your day, man.
That's right. Sunshine.
Yep,
Yes,
exactly.
Absolutely.
He's the example of steady Eddie, Mr. Happy Guy,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
The funny thing that you want a perfect example of John Smith being the happy guy is he was one of the people that went to represent Nebraska State Bank at Mason City's parade last Saturday. And one of our employees, Angie Ryan, she was in the crowd and she was taking some pictures, and she caught a picture of our truck coming down the way. Well, if you zoom in and you look, John Smith is driving the truck. And of course, if you're zoomed in, you can see he's got the biggest smile on his face. I mean, only John Smith would have like the most incredible smile just driving down the road, you know.
Yeah, I've seen him walking to and from the bank. He acts like he's going to a candy store or something.
Well, I'm sorry, but if
We
you are
all do
married
that.
to Karen,
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
That's,
I mean-
that's
Yeah.
a good
Well, he
point,
doesn't need
yes.
candy. He's got cookies, right?
that's right.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We all actually, Dave, we all look like that when we come to work.
Well, that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
we do.
You should get there early so you can see us all.
Okay. Plus, you get to wear Levi's on Fridays,
Right.
Yeah,
if you like.
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Are yours those pedal pushers, Tammy?
Yes, your favorites. I wore them just for you.
Capris.
Don't take us back to the Capri days here at the radio station.
I still enjoyed burning a pair with Bob Bowles. I thought that was the most fun we had. That was a red letter day when we burnt those Capris. Put a little gas on them, they go right up.
I'm guessing you guys will have a little presence out at the fair
Absolutely,
coming up
yes.
this week, right? I know
Yeah.
that a lot of your folks go out and really support the young people and
Yes.
the fair and everything. Yeah.
Like, speaking of John Smith, John, Ira, for sure those two help with the livestock. I'm not specifically sure what they do, if they're judging or just announcing.
I think John is announcing the horse show.
Okay. And
sure.
Oh,
I
he
know
does it.
Ira helps.
He's
too.
great. I mean,
yeah.
he could he does rodeos and
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. He's an auctioneer.
Yes, he is.
We have a lot of people that are volunteering for the free barbecue too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good opportunity for us to go and help out. And besides that, we are gearing up. This week has been ground zero for parade float making. So, we have the big Custer County Fair Parade coming up on Saturday night, which is a blast. I don't know if anyone has ever been involved with it, but it is a lot of fun.
It is fun.
Yeah, so we are in the middle of making our float, and that's always a fun time for us. We get to kind of be creative, maybe sometimes we're not as creative in our...
As others.
Yeah.
Are you going
works
to give
that
us
way.
some breaking news and kind of tip us off as to what the float might be?
Are you going to wear costumes? Let's just ask that.
We are going to wear costumes.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah.
That should be fun.
Yes.
And the weather's going to be,
hopefully.
mid-80s rather than
Yes.
90s.
We
so-
were excited about that,
Yes.
actually. We were
Yes.
really kind of
If you're
concerned
going to wear
about
costumes,
the 100.
yeah, I
but-
bet.
Yeah.
All right. One of the things I think's worth mentioning here, and I don't want to embarrass you in any way. I don't think this should be. I think this would be something that you'd be proud of. But Nebraska State Bank, recently, there's been a lot of promotions, and the ladies there have gotten a lot of promotions in the bank, and I think that's something that is really cool because the banking industry in years past just didn't do that very much, and Nebraska State Bank is leading the way, I think, aren't they?
I agree. That's a good point, Dave. And that's another thing we take great pride in, too.
Yes.
Referring to our opening, is we promote from within as much as we can. And I think that makes us very unique. And when we interview people, that's something they do notice. And so,
Agreed.
I mean, we do take a great pride in that. So,
Well, that means there's the barriers, or there's no barriers there.
Right.
For you go as high as you
Right.
want to go, or
Right.
that your
Right.
talents can take you, right?
absolutely, yes.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
That's pretty cool. That's
Yes.
why Brett and I are still waiting for our next promotion, aren't we?
Yes.
You got to talk to your HR department about that.
Oh,
yeah.
the home run department, yeah.
Yeah, No, that, the two things that Tammy and because I say Tammy because she's usually my partner. She supervises, I guess, the highest quantity of people, I would say. And so she's usually stuck in there interviewing with me. But it's actually not. It's a fun experience. And I might say it's fun because I'm sort of an HR nerd. But two of the things that people say to us, it's a repeating theme with us, is they love it that Nebraska State Bank promotes from within, and they can see that from the outside, which is really cool. And the second thing is that they love that they can see us serving in the community. They can see, all the donations we make, and, if they see us out there, giving back. One of our employees, Joy Walmsley, she just helped with the Salvation Army backpack giveaway. I mean, we have employees in so many different organizations, and, we want our employees to give back. And in fact, we actually give our employees volunteer hours every year so that they can feel free to give back and not have to take vacation time.
And at the administrative level, I know that Stuart works hard on projects through Custer County Economic Development on that side of things. So you guys do set a great example of giving back, being part of the community, and making banking fun. So thanks a lot. Appreciate you guys coming in. Is there anything we didn't ask you about that you wanted to mention?
The only thing that we had else on our list is we are doing a social media campaign, I'd say, I guess. It's, if you'll remember, Brent, I'm pretty sure that you would remember this, is we have a mascot called Cash the Eagle.
Oh, yeah. I interviewed it.
Yes, you
Cash.
did.
Came to the
Cash.
Potato
You.
Show.
Yes. And so Cash has been spotted in different places throughout Custer County. And so we're doing a campaign throughout the summer where people will post selfies of themselves at this location, or they'll guess the location within Custer County. And what'll happen, July 31st is that campaign will end, and then we'll take everybody that is entered into that has taken selfies at all of these spots that Cash has visited, and then we'll do a drawing for gas card.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, thanks a lot.
Yes.
By the way, Tammy, one last personal note. I was kind of giving your husband a hard time, Chad. I love what he's doing with his hair. The whatever he's putting on it to lighten that. I like the color a lot.
Natural highlights, I believe, is what that's called.
I don't know if you see your husband very often. See fishing all the time.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to we're like two ships passing in the night.
Well, you're both busy, and you guys are busy, I know. Thanks a lot for coming in.
Yes, you bet.
Thanks, you guys.
Have a great day.
Loved having you in. We'll catch up on some news next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Former President Trump calls new charges in the federal classified documents investigation harassment and election interference. CBS's Robert Costa from Washington.
Former President Trump now faces a total of 40 charges in this investigation. And sources close to Trump tell me that his inner circle, they're confident, but also on edge.
Scorching hot temperatures have spread from west to east. Correspondent Roxana Sabiri.
In our nation's capital, the heat index swelled to 105 degrees Thursday. Jim Jones was visiting from California.
It was like a rock hitting you in the face.
Community activists like Earl Fisher say it's long overdue. A civil rights investigation into systematic use of force against people of color by Memphis police officers.
We have to make sure we hold the DOJ's feet to the fire to ensure that the investigation is honest and thorough.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, a Grand Island teen connected to a murder at Fauner Park has waived his right to a speedy trial. Hall County District Court records show 17-year-old Austin Kelly requested his case be continued. He is charged with felony robbery, 2 counts of accessory to a felony, as well as conspiracy to commit robbery. Kelly is charged in connection with the March 10th death of 62-year-old Todd Scherer. Scherer had been shot in the stomach and suffered a large cut to his head. Court documents indicate that Kelly and a 20-year-old Logan Huntshorse of South Dakota went to Walmart after the shooting. When they returned from Walmart, they discovered that Scherer was still alive. Huntshorse then allegedly hit Scherer in the head with a baseball bat. Kelly is accused of taking Scherer's wallet. Huntshorse is charged with murder, robbery, and 3 weapons charges in connection with Scherer's death. Kelly's next court appearance is November 7th at 1:30 p.m., and his jury trial is set to begin on December 4th at 9 a.m. If Kelly is convicted on the robbery charge, he could get up to 50 years in prison.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
News from the NFL, where Cincinnati Bengals star quarterback Joe Burrow was carted off the field after suffering a non-contact injury to his right leg in practice. It's reportedly a strained calf, not expected to affect Burrow for the start of the regular season. The same cannot be said for Miami Dolphins star corner Jalen Ramsey, who was also carted off the field on Thursday. He's been diagnosed with a torn meniscus that will require surgery. He's expected to miss at least 6 to 8 weeks, meaning he'll likely miss the start of the regular season. In baseball, just 5 games, but 2 of them involve the Angels and star Shohei Ohtani putting on a show. In Game 1, the Angels win 6-0 behind Ohtani's first career complete game shutout. He allowed just 1 hit with 8 strikeouts. In Game 2, the Angels win at 11-4 with Ohtani hitting a pair of home runs. He now leads the major leagues with 38. Halos are now 3 games out of a wild card spot in the American League. Guardians beat the White Sox 6-3. It was the Mets over the Nationals 2-1, and the Cubs down the Cardinals 10-3.
Here's your weatherology forecast. A heat advisory will be in effect from early this afternoon until late this evening. Sunshine today with a slight chance for some scattered showers and our high nearing 98. Some scattered showers may continue overnight, partly cloudy with a low around 65. Some rain may linger early on Saturday, then sunny with a high of 86, and a slight chance for some showers on and off over Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low around 62. And more rain Sunday, sunny with a high nearing 86. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kara Foster.
When someone asks me, when is the best time to start saving for retirement, my answer is simple. It's today. Hi, I'm Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Janet Lawhorn,
your local Edward Jones financial advisors. We can help you build a plan for your ideal retirement by identifying your unique goals and help you keep on track to achieve them. The sooner you get started, the better. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers is proud to be servicing the Custer County area, and currently land is moving at a high rate of speed. So if you are considering selling your land, now is the time, or get an opinion of what your land might be worth. Call me, John Farley, at 308-530-7854, or check me out at lashleyland.com.
All right. Brent and Dave with you. Thanks, ladies from Nebraska State Bank, for coming in. Tammy and Betsy, nice young ladies.
Very. Yes. Good group of people there.
Yep, they are. They're really community-minded, and that's nice to see. I don't know if you heard the story this morning about the Super Kids program that was covered on local news this morning. That
I
Grant
didn't.
Winter
No,
did.
I didn't catch it this morning.
Take a listen to that, folks, or read it on San Jose Express when it comes up, if it's not up there, because it's a really cool story about kids thinking about housing and what this community needs, and in the years ahead. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. 69 degrees and sunny here at Broken Bow. Winds are out of the west basically right now and light, kind of under, I don't know. If you're going to temperatures in the 90s and you have north winds, it kind of twists your brain a little bit, because you usually think about south winds and temperatures close to 100. And we've had a lot of north winds, and will have the next few days, which will be a good thing because we're going to cool down too. Barometric pressure still rising slowly at 29.99, humidity at 89%. Our high yesterday was 99 with an overnight low of 63 degrees. Sunset at 9:01 today, sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:30. 2 inches and 23 hundredths precipitation measured in this month of July.
Oh, boy, there it is. See, I get nervous here. I don't know if this is a dramatic pause or if it's a contemplative moment where Dave is trying to decide, do I really want to say this or should I not?
I was thinking about, looking for investors for the new tie clip.
Yeah?
And I got to come up with a good name for the tie clip, a catchy name. I haven't come up with it yet. But when it happens, I was thinking about getting a hold of Brad Atkins, because he's filthy rich. and seeing if he wanted to invest in this business.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I would love to hear it. If you do approach Brad about this, can I be there to listen to that conversation? I would love to hear it.
Well, it probably will not be able to be aired for a couple of reasons. It would be a private business conversation, and some of the language might get a little rough, especially early on in the conversation.
Yeah.
But anyway, speaking of Brad Atkins,
yes,
if you're on the way through Arnold, or you're around Arnold, if you live in Arnold, if you work in Arnold, Callaway, Western Custer County, and you happen to be in the area, drop into Brewbaker's coffee house there, right on the business district there in Arnold, and walk in and say, hey, I heard on the breakfast show on KCNI KBBN, according to Dave Burney, I can charge a coffee to Brad Atkins. And they'll say, well, you certainly can. If you heard it on the breakfast show, they'll write it down and you get a free cup of coffee on Brad Atkins, because he's a nice guy and he's filthy rich.
Wow. The generosity of people in this area just continues to amaze me.
It's amazing, all right.
Man.
So we have couple of passes here to the Custer County Classic Bull Riding, which is coming up Monday night. Now, these are general admission armbands, wristbands.
Yep, this will get you into the grandstands.
Yes, I guess they're called wristbands, not armbands.
Yeah.
So, anyone with a tattoo...
What?
Anyone with a tattoo is eligible to call in at 872-2801.
Now, do they have to show the tattoo when they come in to get the tickets?
Yes, they have to show Kristen their tattoo, as long as it's on a part of the body that, like an arm or ankle or leg, or, forehead, wherever your tattoo is. But if it's, yeah, you know what we're saying. But you'll have to show your tattoo when you come in to Kristen. Right. And I know she's just loving it out there right now.
So does it have to be if someone gets one of the stick-on tattoos or something in order to win, would that still count?
You bet.
Okay,
as long as
that's
it's a tattoo.
Okay.
A bubblegum tattoo will be accepted, or a real tattoo. And there's some nice tattoos around.
Seemed like when I was growing up, it seemed like that was always the prize in the Cracker Jack box.
Yeah.
Was tattoos.
Yeah, so any kind of tattoo, but it has to be a tattoo that you can show Kristen. Because Kristen's kind of shy, and if you have one on your rump, she doesn't want to see it. Let's put it that way. Okay. Call us at 872-2801 if you have a tattoo, and win yourself 2 passes to the Custer County Classic Bull Riding on Monday night.
Whether you're visiting Custer County or you're a resident of this beautiful area, we would love to see you soon at Bo Bootery. It doesn't matter if it's been a week, a month, or years since you've been in. The shelves and product selection are inviting you to come in and see us. Clark's, Merrill, Soft, Skechers, Viking, great brands for your feet. Our dedication to getting you in comfortable shoes has never changed. Visit Bo Bootery on the square in Broken Bow.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-330-1991. That's 1-800-330-1991. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-330-1991. SelectQuote. We shop, you save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Bullfighting is back in the Bow for 2023. Mark your calendar for Tuesday the 1st. The Custer County Fairgrounds will be the site of ground-thumping, heart-racing, adrenaline-inducing bullfighting action. Normally, people avoid bulls, but not these bullfighters. They get close. In fact, they know their score will rise the closer they get to them. Their score will skyrocket for performing trips, flips, and spins near, around, and sometimes even over the bull. Don't miss the action August 1st. Pre-sale tickets available at ticketsource.com or at the Broken Bow Chamber office for $15.20 at the gate. Gates open at 6:30, action at 7:30, August 1st in Broken Bow. Brought to you by Agland ATV, Dubas Equipment, Broken Bow and Burwell Livestock, Axeman Heating and Air, Pleasanton Livestock for all your feed needs, Bonfire Grill and Arrow Hotel, and Fixed Right Auto Body.
We can assure you that KCNI KBBN is a completely safe workplace. For a while, we thought we were located on a fault line. We've since discovered that's just Christy stomping her foot when we make fun of Garth Brooks. Visit sandhillsexpress.com/work at KCNI. Now, back to the breakfast show.
All right. Well, a couple of things. We did have a call that tied up the line just for a little bit, but we didn't get any calls right off the bat. Now, this is an interesting situation.
I really don't. I don't know what to say. Well, I'm caught off guard by what you just did as far as how you're going to win the tickets.
Well, there's so many people with tattoos.
Well, there are, yes.
But I think it's weird because I'm guessing they're not calling in because they don't want to make it public on the radio that they have a tattoo, but yet they wear one.
Okay.
So we're going to change it up.
Oh, okay. All right. What do you have in mind now? I'm almost afraid to ask.
I can't tell. I never mind. Anyway, anybody who doesn't have a tattoo, call us at 872-2801 and win yourself 2 wristbands to get you into the Custer County Classic Bull Riding, and we won't even put you on the air. Just there's the phone. We'll pick it up while you listen to these words.
Is pain keeping you from doing what you love? If your neck, shoulders, back, or knees are preventing you from feeling your best, it's time to take action. Whether you've had it for years or it's due to a recent injury, you don't have to live with the pain. Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow offers personalized treatments and flexible appointments that work around your busy schedule. Call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
For over a century, AM radio has evolved to meet the needs of our community. More than 80 million listeners depend on AM radio each month. It's also the backbone of the emergency alert system, keeping us safe in dangerous times. A new bill in Congress would ensure this free, reliable service remains in cars. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress to support the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
All right, thanks to Charlene called in, and she won the 2 passes to the bull riding on Monday night at the Custer County Fair. And she also certified that she does not have a tattoo. Now, my brain was working there because I was thinking, okay, so when you come in to pick up the ticket, Charlene, you don't have to prove that you don't have a tattoo. This is so complicated.
Bernie, you are one of a kind.
Wow.
I got to tell you. Now, I have a couple over here by me. Mm-hmm. I think if someone does come in, you don't necessarily have to call if you don't want to admit.
Okay, all right.
But if you want to call in or come in, you got the tattoo on the arm or something there, and you want to show, I say we still give them a pair for the first one who does that.
So if you're a shy person with a tattoo, then you can just come in and pick up the 2 passes that Brent has and show your tattoo. If it's in a, appropriate place.
Yeah, okay.
But if you come in to pick up passes and you don't have a tattoo, you don't have to prove that you don't have one. Wow.
Phew.
We'll be right back.
There's a lot of uncertainty in ag and business today. One thing you can always count on, though, is Nebraska State Bank, looking for ways to help local ag producers and businesses be successful. Right now, NSB is running an ag and commercial equipment loan special that features a 6.49% fixed interest rate for qualified customers. You heard that right, a 6.49% fixed interest rate. Call one of their local experienced ag loan officers at 872-2466 to find out more about this limited time loan special. Nebraska State Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Tuffy Winberg Memorial Free Pit Barbecue is Monday, July 31st at 5:30 at the Custer County Fairgrounds. Make sure to attend and enjoy a delicious free beef sandwich, beans, chips, water or tea, and an ice-cold Dairy Queen Dilly Bar. Did we mention that this meal is free? Yes, it's totally free, and it's Monday the 31st from 5:30 until 7. Head to the Custer County Fairgrounds and bring your family and friends for the 53rd Annual Custer County Fair Free Pit Barbecue.
Yep, that's Monday night before the bull riding. No
it is.
Charge.
Yeah.
Free barbecued sandwich, political beans. It's all going to be there.
Yes, it is.
They have a very large pot for the Republican beans, and they got a little cup over there for the Democrats. All right, the Teague Brothers Band, James Lee Band, and B.J. Jamison Band will be playing at the Custer County Fair this Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to put on 3 shows in one for a very reasonable price, like, what, $15?
Yeah, if you get your tickets in advance, $15. But if you get into town, say you come in for the parade, and you're like, you know what, this has turned into such a beautiful night, let's go to the concert. $20 day of the show. That's 3 acts, folks.
Yeah.
For $20. That's amazing. And I know that a big reason they're able to do this is because of the tremendous business sponsorship that they get for the concert and for everything that happens at the Custer County Fair. Amazing business support from area businesses for everything involved with the fair.
All right. Well said.
Thanks.
I mean it. All right. So here's an example of what you'll be hearing Saturday night.
Okay.
This will be the final act of the night. The Teague Brothers Band. Here they are on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Burritos, Sun Chips, or dip are only 2 for $6. Gary's Superfoods, South B Street in Broken Bow.
Ansley Lumber and Supply has the products you need for your siding projects. With LP Smart Side products, you can be sure that your home will be safe and strong for years. LP Smart Side products feature engineered wood strand technology that offers superior protection against hail, wind, moisture, fungal decay, and termites. Simply put, it's one of the most durable siding solutions on the market. For your siding projects, go to Main Street in Ansley to Ansley Lumber and Supply. It is 8:30. You're listening to the Get Up and Go breakfast show, and Dave Burney has got up and went. He is headed out to the Custer County Fairgrounds, and we plan to visit with him here shortly as he plans to visit with some of the youngsters who are competing and participating in things on this Friday out at the Custer County Fair. So we'll look forward to that coming up later in the show. Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, welcome them into the studio. Let's give them the appropriate applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the girls are here.
Yay.
That's right.
Good morning.
Hi, sales ladies.
Good
How are
morning,
you?
Brent.
I'm going to give you, I'm actually very serious about this. I know we like to joke around and stuff, but I would just like to give you both an opportunity to talk about the amazing businesses that we have in this area. I know that you have been selling packages for the Custer County Fair. One thing that we've been doing, I mean, Dave could talk about this better than I could, but I think something that has always been done here at KCNI Radio is interviews with the kids, the 4-H participants, whether it be, checking in, being involved in the dressmaking competition or checking in their rocket or whatever, or their livestock. Dave, we talk to the kids, and I know that businesses have really been supportive of those interviews. So I'm just going to give you girls a couple of minutes to talk about that and to, I guess, say thank you to the businesses out there.
Yeah, I mean, we do. We love our job, and that's why is because they are so supportive of the radio and what we do. So
exactly, and
it makes our job easy
in our community, and I mean, they just support it all, and it's so great to be able to walk into these places and the relationships that we have with them and just chat about their business, about the community, about the events coming up like fair, and then what all we do for it. And it's so appreciated. Mm-hmm. We are so appreciative of how well they support us as well.
Yeah, and thank you for choosing KCNI KBBN Radio to promote your business and to help us promote things like the Custer County Fair. So thank you very much. All right, the girls are in here to help me with what we call the live reads on KCNI and KBBN Radio. I will get us started.
Okay then.
Pizza. We're all busy, right? Who wants to cook? Give Pizza Hut a call. They've got some great specials going on right now. Think about Monday. A lot of people busy with the fair, whatever. They're still doing their parking lot pizzas every Monday, 5:30 to 7:30 for just $9. You can just swing into the parking lot. They'll have medium pepperoni and hamburger pizzas hot and ready to go. Lay down your $9, grab the pizza, you're gone. Also, some other offers that they have going on right now at the Pizza Hut in Broken Bow include 2 medium 2-topping pizzas plus breadsticks and a 2-liter bottle of pop for $25.99. Also, a large specialty pizza and large 1-topping, all for just $26.99. The Philly cheesesteak pizza, which was a big hit. Sounds like they've got all the ingredients back to make that. It's here to stay. It's a must-try. You can get the pizza or a pizza melt for the Philly cheesesteak at Pizza Hut in Broken Bow. Dining room is open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and Friday and Saturday till 11. Delivery 7 days a week during lunch and evening. If you're interested in joining the Pizza Hut team, I believe they're still looking for people to join their team. Contact General Manager Ladarius at the Pizza Hut in Broken Bow.
Yeah. You know what I want to add to that?
Yes.
You don't think of sandwiches and fries when you eat at the
I knew
Pizza
she
Hut.
was going to do this.
I love I love their sandwiches and fries.
Okay.
Actually, Buck told me just the other day, he's like, have you had their fries? They're amazing.
Yes.
I said, Christy was just bragging about them.
I was headed back from state track, and I always take the highway because it's just easier, I think, getting out of Burke Stadium. So I'm coming through Wahoo. They have a Pizza Hut, and that's what I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I'm in the mood for pizza. I tried the sandwich and the fries. You're absolutely right. And so, yeah, try them out, folks, at the Pizza Hut in Broken Bow. There's a lot of other things on the menu besides pizza.
Apparently, I'm going to have to jump on board
Try
and
the
try
sandwiches.
It out.
The Supremo.
That's what I had. The Supremo's great. It is. All right, what do you got over there, girls?
So tomorrow, you can stop in and shop at the Country Store. They're going to be open before the parade there. So all day long, they're open 10 to 7. They're located on the north side of the square next to Bruning Bank. They're going to have baked goods for sale, including angel food cake and pies, handcrafted items like dishcloths, baby blankets, towels, pottery, woodworking items, birdhouses, wooden toys. They just have a lot of those homemade gifts that work great, or keep for yourself. Like those dishcloths are great, and 10 to 7 tomorrow at the Country Store, you can shop.
Nice.
All right.
I haven't been in there yet now that they've moved in.
Yeah.
I've got to go stop in there. Guess I should go before the parade.
Yes, there you go.
All right. We're going to chat insurance, Universal Insurance. Farmers review and have the staff at Universal Insurance help look at your coverage. They can help you make sure that you are properly insured on all of your equipment, and can help make sure that your building values are at appropriate levels before you get busy with planting season. Call Universal Insurance in Broken Bow at 872-6438 or stop into their office right off Highway 2.
Job opportunity for you. You'll find this on sandhillsexpress.com, so we'll give you some of the items on it. You can look at all the particulars by checking out the full listing on Sandhills Express. Nebraska Department of Transportation is looking for a highway maintenance worker in Ansley. Come be part of their friendly and supporting work environment where they encourage creativity and innovation, offering training, career development, advancement opportunities, ample paid time off, work-life balance, and a great benefits package. To apply, you must go online. An online state application must be filled out, and you can go to statejobs.nebraska.gov to apply. State of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer.
Well, I do have another help wanted if you want to stick on that. This is also on the sandhillsexpress.com employment page. Trotter Service in Loop City. They're seeking a working manager for their full service station. Light mechanic skills and knowledge about tires necessary. Prefer someone with managerial experience and customer service. Position includes a full benefit package including 401k, cafeteria plan, paid health insurance, and PTO. Salary based on experience. Call 308-789-6200 and ask for Jim or Trina, or apply at the station in Loop City.
Okay.
So this summer, the Tumbleweed Cafe has been fixing foil packs that are just a great way to, you can take them to the camping with you.
That's
or just
so
take them
neat.
home. Yeah, and I haven't had the chance to try them, so you need to. Today is the last day that they're going to do the foil packs. And this foil pack is going to be cheesy buffalo chicken.
Ooh.
Again, that's at the Tumbleweed Cafe. It is chicken, broccoli, potatoes, buffalo sauce, sour cream, chili powder, cumin, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, brown sugar, cheddar cheese, and ranch, all in a foil pack to take home and put on the grill. So also during the fair, don't forget they'll have their breakfast express ready for you before heading to the fairgrounds. This week's casserole of the week is healthy unstuffed cabbage roll. If you purchase the special casserole of the week, you will get double punch for the week. That is ground beef, cabbage, diced tomato, onion, garlic, tomato juice, salt, and pepper in that casserole. So they're open each Monday through Friday from 6 to 4. Their Wake and Bake Nook, 6 to 11 a.m. You'll find the delicious breakfast items, and then until 6, Monday through Friday, you can visit for the casseroles and the foil packs today.
It all sounds very amazing.
Yeah.
Very good.
And it's going really well. Carmen's excited about how it's taken off and appreciates this, that they're really taking part.
All right, sounds good. 8:39 is the time. You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Savings and many more are at Barney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Join us all at Bruning Bank in supporting the area youth as they showcase their talent and hard work during the Custer County Fair in Broken Bow. Bruning Bank is a proud supporter of our youth and their agricultural endeavors. We wish all exhibitors the best of luck in their events. We look forward to seeing where your future takes you as leaders, innovators, and difference makers. We are here for you every step of the way. Bruning Bank. Build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
Don't let falling behind on your spraying affect your yield. Now is the time to book fungicide and insecticide applications on corn and soybeans with Aero Aviation. Not only can you fight disease, but you can improve plant health at the same time, increasing yields. Easily control insects like grasshoppers, rootworms, beetles, and western bean cutworms with the help of Aero Aviation. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim with Aero Aviation at 308-872-5113 to talk about your options.
Dave and Brent.
You two guys.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
15 in front of the hour. We're going to take you live now to the Custer County Fairgrounds and visit with David J. Burney. Dave, as we turn it over to you, I want you to know that I was informed. I didn't see this happen, but I was informed that someone did come in, show a tattoo, and got tickets to the Custer County Classic Bull Riding event. We will turn it over to you.
That's fantastic news, Brent. Do it some more. It's all about having fun and getting ready for the Custer County Fair. The parade, all of the activities are taking place. I am right now at the fairgrounds at building number 18. This report brought to you by your friends at the Custer County Ag Society. And the shooting sports are underway. They started this morning, and there's a crew outside of the building here taking the entries. And they have some shade, fortunately, because it's going to get a little warm on this side of the building. But let's see who we can talk to here. And I'm just going to jump right up here, find out who this young man is. Come on over here. We'll get out of the noise just a little bit. There we go. Your name, sir?
Jay Smaller.
Mr. Muller, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. All right, you've got your firearm there. What's inside?
22 long rifle.
22 long rifle, and you're going to be shooting, or you have already competed?
I will be shooting.
Will be, okay. How many different events will you take part in?
3.
3. Is this what year are you been in shooting?
Last year is my first year.
Last year, how'd it go last year?
Pretty good.
Good. What do you enjoy about it?
I just like shooting guns, kind of.
Like shooting and seeing how accurate you can be?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the score people are inside and they'll check your card and see how you do.
Yep.
Huh? So are you involved in any other 4-H activities?
I enter a lot of vegetables and stuff in the fair.
Nice. And that's has that already been judged?
No, not yet.
That's tomorrow?
I think it'll be brought in today.
That's right.
And then we'll judge it tomorrow, I think.
So what did you bring in from the garden?
A lot of cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers, and zucchini.
That all sounds really good.
Mm-hmm.
The growing season's been a little bit different because it was nice and cool in June.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people's gardens are a little bit behind. You must have got an early start.
Yeah.
Did you start with seeds, or?
We did some seeds, but mostly bought plants from a greenhouse.
Well, very good. Very good. That's cool. I hope you do well, and I hope you do well today. It's nice talking to you.
You too.
All right. Very nice. Okay, that's just one of the competitors that's going to be here. He is going to be in 3 events today, and he's all ready to go. He has his firearm, that 22 rifle, in his case. He'll be unpacking that pretty soon and getting going here. And I'm going to run over here real quick and catch another guy. These guys can't get away from me. I'm like sticky glue. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Introduce yourself to the audience, if you would.
I'm Caleb Weist.
How you doing, Mr. Weist?
Good.
Good. So have you gotten started yet?
No.
Okay. How many events will you be in?
Just one today.
Just one today?
And then BB gun tomorrow.
Okay. All right. So what club are you in for the 4-H?
4 Valleys.
4 Valleys. And help me out. Where's that put you from?
Broken Bow.
Here in Broken Bow.
Yep.
All right. You live in town?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How long you been shooting? Quite a while?
Yeah.
Well, you probably started a few years ago. What do you like about the competitive shooting? Because I know you can go out and shoot some cans and things. What do you like about this?
It gives you a chance to see where you're at compared to everybody else and what other people are doing, and to maybe get you to learn something to be a better shooter.
Right. I think that one of the things I'm impressed with when I go inside, and I know you have to be kind of quiet in there, but the safety side of it, I think, is right up front. You can tell that there's certain things you have to go through safety-wise, and I'm sure you're talked to about that quite often.
Yeah, that's a very big thing, is safety.
You bet, you bet. Any other activities in the fair this year?
Other than a small engine project, nope.
Oh, small engines. Yep. Okay. Did you rebuild one, or?
No, this year it was a poster display.
Uh-huh.
And I did it on different types of engine oils, like what you're supposed to use for certain things. So I had what you're supposed to use for a small engine, what you're supposed to use for like your everyday car, and then high performance, like racing.
Wow. Do you have an extra poster with that? I could use that. A lot of us don't know what to put in. I think that's a great idea. Do you like that sort of thing, the mechanic side of things?
Yeah.
Have you worked on some small motors before, small engines?
Yeah. Last year the project was tear down a small engine and put like parts on the display board.
Oh, nice. Did you have to put it back together?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for talking to me. I know I just jumped up here, but I appreciate it very much. And we appreciate what these guys are doing out here. I'm going to slip by you here and talk to this gentleman here. Familiar voice.
Yeah, good morning, Dave. Good. How are you?
Good, good. Tell everybody out there in Radio Land what you do and who you are.
I'm Doug Bazin, and I'm helping with the 4-H shooting sports today. I'm not in my office, obviously. Out here enjoying the heat instead. When the competitors come to shoot, we check in their equipment to make sure it's safe and to make sure it fits the rules. So far this morning, we've had nobody that's been rejected, which is great.
And I suppose that can happen.
It can. Sometimes the gun is too heavy, or sometimes the trigger pull isn't right. Those are usually the biggest things, but we check and make sure that they're unloaded and that they're safe to go into the building before the competition starts.
Doug, you've been doing this for a long time, both in your own shootings and then helping with this. And you've had your kids grow up and go through this. They're all grown up now, I think.
Yeah.
But you're still here. Your kids are gone and you're still here. A lot of times when a parent has their kids go through things, then they kind of go with the kids. But you're still here. Why?
I guess I'm a creature of habit. No, I really enjoy it. I really like helping the kids figure things out. It's really fun to see the light bulb come on in their head. It's also very important. I mean, we need to make sure that everybody is on board with shooting sports, and it's a lot of fun, but you really have to apply yourself to if you want to be good.
Yeah, I think it takes a lot of practice, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
I suppose there's some natural ability there, eyesight, coordination, and steady, but you still wouldn't be any good if you didn't shoot a lot.
Exactly,
yeah.
Exactly.
Which you don't have a problem with, right?
Well, I've been known to miss once or twice, sir.
Oh, well, it's always good to see you, Doug. Thanks a lot.
You too. Thank you, Dave.
All right. That's what's happening here. They're getting safety checks, going in and taking part in the shooting sports. They'll be doing that today and tomorrow here at Building 18. And I know that in past times I'll slip in, and one of the things they say here right on the door before you go in on the north side of the building is keep the noise down while competitors are shooting. Eye protection is required for all coaches and shooters during the event, and the competitors are required to be in their official 4-H dress, have the number on their back, and at all times while on the range, they need to have those identifiers on. Competitors must be accompanied by an adult while they compete on the firing line, and there must be one adult per shooter. So again, safety first, and then they get into the competition. By the way, all awards will be presented on Saturday at 3:30, and they'll have everybody dressed up in their 4-H shirts as well during that presentation. So Brent, do you have any questions?
I don't think so. No, I don't think I do have any questions. It's just, I do, I guess, have a comment, and that is, I'm just amazed at how many different things are associated with the Custer County Fair. Obviously, your mind goes to the livestock and, you know, the showing of the cattle and the pigs and everything. But, man, there's just so many other aspects to the 4-H competitions out at the Custer County Fair, and I think it's cool that you go out and cover some of those.
Well, it's a whole lot of fun. I mean, you can't have better guests than young people who are keeping themselves involved in activities, whatever it may be. I love the comparison here, the young man who we just talked to in the shooting sports today and tomorrow, and bringing in garden goods in the other competition. So they're well-rounded. Most of these young people get involved in several different categories, and we're going to do our best to feature those throughout the next few days. Now, I do have a question for you, and maybe an idea. Would it be all right if you gave away 2 tickets to someone who came into the office, tickets for the bull riding on Monday, and proved that they don't have a tattoo?
Sure. Yeah. We can do that. I think we'll just take their word for it, though. Is that okay?
Like, how do we make sure?
Well, that's the whole question. That's what we kind of ran into today, Shannon, was it's simple to say if you have a tattoo and show it, you get 2 tickets. But if you don't have a tattoo, and that is the requirement, how do you prove it? You could come in and not have a tattoo on your arm and have a tattoo on your ankle and have socks on and not show it and get the ticket. That would be illegal.
That is true.
I don't think anyone in this area would do that, though. I think we can take everybody at their word.
It's an honest community, huh?
Well, I found out this morning that not so much when it comes to tattoos.
Oh, well.
Dave, I don't know if I've ever asked you this.
I have.
Do you have a tattoo, Dave?
I'll tell you the same thing I told Shannon. I'm going out of this world the same way I came in. No piercings, no tattoos, and wrinkled.
All right. Dave, thanks. Now, are you staying out at the fair? Do we need to kind of be listening and keep in touch with you here as we go into the next hour?
Yeah, maybe in the 9 o'clock hour, I might try to catch one live again. I've done 2 interviews here, both of those brought to you by the Custer County Ag Society, and we appreciate their help. I might try to get one more live report in the 9 o'clock hour. If not, I'll just stay here and record some of the kids as they come out, because there's no way I'm going to get any inside the building due to the rules they have, which are completely understandable. So I'll try to get one more in the 9 o'clock hour, if that's all right with you guys.
All right, we'll try to be listening.
All right, thanks, guys. Again, thanks to the Custer County Ag Society for our 2 visits with 2 fine young folks. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. Brent, Christy, and Shannon back here in the studio. We continue with our live reads now as we work our way to the top of the hour. Stan the man, ready to serve you at the Whiskey Barrel. Have something going on this weekend, need some refreshments. He is there to provide, so swing on into the Whiskey Barrel and see Stan. I haven't seen the sign. Is there something new?
It's about barbecue season.
Okay.
He has a thing with cats.
Yes.
He refers to barbecuing the cats. But
It refers to barbecuing beef, pork, and cats.
Oh, yeah.
There might be chicken in there. I'm not quite sure. But cats is definitely on the menu.
Well, Stan's a great guy. He's got a great staff. And the thing about the Whiskey Barrel is they just try to mark everything down as low as they can go, and you can always expect very good, fair prices. And so we encourage you to swing on in and see the gang there at the Whiskey Barrel.
All righty. Speaking of the Custer County Ag Society, they're promoting the fair, like Dave had said, with the interviews and such. And just to go over a few things from the schedule, of course, today is the shooting match going on. And then the open class entries today from 8 to 6. When you've done this before, Brent, do you kind of go through the whole schedule for the fair at this time?
Yeah, that's kind of what we do. I don't know. Of course, we've already been telling people that they have the shooting going on today. Maybe want to highlight tomorrow with the parade and a lot of the bigger things going on tomorrow, too.
Sure. The shooting match actually does continue tomorrow. Also, the 4-H food entries from 9 to noon are done at the 4-H building, as well as the garden and cut flowers and fruits interview judging. And then at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon is the pedal tractor pull at the Broken Bow Square. The 6 o'clock starts the parade, followed by 8 o'clock is the entertainment concert that is the B.J. Jameson, James Lee Band, and
the Teague Brothers. Here you go.
So, yeah, that takes care of Saturday. And then, of course, Sunday kind of is the first day that you can go out and view some of the entries. They usually open that up at, I was thinking 6 o'clock, but I'm not seeing that on the schedule, so I shouldn't have said that. Thought I'd kind of wing it, but
welcome to my world.
So
anyway,
you might be able
you
to.
can enjoy a Christian concert with Huntley Brown. That will be at the Methodist Church at 7 o'clock on Sunday, and then Monday does kick off all of the big shows: horses, swine, bucket calf, FFA sheep, and then free pit barbecue at 5:30, followed by the Custer County Bull Riding Classic at 7:30. And then Tuesday, the entertainment at 7:30 will be the Ultimate Bullfighters freestyle bullfights. And Wednesday's the last day of the fair to go out and view the exhibits. They also will have the 4-H Awards presentation down at the Custer County Farm Bureau show ring at 6 o'clock. And then Thursday will be where you need to get your exhibits picked up, and then that night will be the 4-H livestock auction that we will be covering as well with the video.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, girls. We're going to hit the news. We just hit 9 o'clock. You're listening to KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Former President Trump will meet up with other Republican presidential candidates, including Ron DeSantis, in Iowa tonight, despite new federal charges in the classified documents case. Legal contributor Rebecca Royfe.
In this case, because the former president speaks so publicly about it, we know what his defenses are going to be. And yes, they have been shifting.
Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell says he's not going anywhere. A spokesperson says he plans to remain in his leadership post through the current Congress. The 81-year-old was whisked away from a news conference 2 days ago when he froze up and couldn't speak. About half the people in this country under heat warnings and advisories today, including Jessica Torreson, who works outdoors for a tree care company in White Bear Lake, Minnesota.
We try to just keep an eye on each other, look at my colleague and say, hey, you're moving pretty slow. Why don't you go sit in the AC for 10 minutes?
It'll feel more like 100 degrees in New York City. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
News from the NFL, where Cincinnati Bengals star quarterback Joe Burrow was carted off the field after suffering a non-contact injury to his right leg in practice. It's reportedly a strained calf, not expected to affect Burrow for the start of the regular season. The same cannot be said for Miami Dolphins star corner Jalen Ramsey, who was also carted off the field on Thursday. He's been diagnosed with a torn meniscus that will require surgery. He's expected to miss at least 6 to 8 weeks, meaning he'll likely miss the start of the regular season. In baseball, just 5 games, but 2 of them involved the Angels and star Shohei Ohtani putting on a show. In Game 1, the Angels win 6-0 behind Ohtani's first career complete game shutout. He allowed just 1 hit with 8 strikeouts. In Game 2, the Angels win at 11-4 with Ohtani hitting a pair of home runs. He now leads the major leagues with 38. Halos are now 3 games out of a wild card spot in the American League. Guardians beat the White Sox 6-3. It was the Mets over the Nationals 2-1, and the Cubs down the Cardinals 10-3.
Here's your weatherology forecast. A heat advisory will be in effect from early this afternoon until late this evening. Sunshine today with a slight chance for some scattered showers and our high nearing 98. Some scattered showers may continue overnight, partly cloudy with a low around 65. Some rain may linger early on Saturday, then sunny with a high of 86, and a slight chance for some showers on and off over Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low around 62. And more rain Sunday, sunny with a high nearing 86. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kara Foster.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, Select Quote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, call Select Quote at 1-800-330-1991. That's 1-800-330-1991. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-330-1991. Select Quote. We shop, you save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
And we're back on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, currently in our studios, 76 degrees, sunny skies, winds are out of the northwest at 5 miles an hour, barometer at 30.00, humidity 81%. High yesterday in Broken Bow, 99. Overnight low 63. Our sunset this evening set for 9:01 and the sunrise tomorrow 6:30. Precipitation total for the month of July showing 2 inches and 23 one-hundredths of an inch recorded so far for the month here at our studios. I believe we have a guest coming in to visit with us here soon, so we'll get them in the studio and we'll have a visit right after these words.
Have you ever asked a farmer if they talk to their fields?
Promise me you'll grow nice and tall. You got that? No, you were corn in 2013, not 2014. Hope you were thirsty. You think Cheryl's still mad at me?
After all that talking, sometimes it's time to listen. Your field has a voice, and John Deere Operations Center helps you hear it. Unlock every acre's full potential by using both agronomic and economic data. Visit johndeere.com/operations center and unlock your operation.
They run errands and equipment. They bring parts and dinner. They drive the combine and the kids to school. They feed livestock. They fix skinned knees, broken fences. They do the books and lead the 4-H group. They simply make everything better. John Deere celebrates the strength and resilience of the women that make farms run. They make all the difference.
9:05 is the time. Good to have you with us here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And we've got our good friend Afif with us here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show to talk about things happening at the Aero Hotel and the bonfire. Good morning. How are you?
Morning. Good. How are you?
Doing great. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ask this question. Hotter outside or hotter in the kitchen?
About the same.
About the same?
Yeah. Unless you're in the bakery. And speaking of the bakery, we'll start opening on that today.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
There'll be a few things out today and more tomorrow.
Okay. Can you give us some particulars about what will be in the bakery case?
Yeah. Tonight you'll probably see the chocolate torte that I used to do. It's a chocolate raspberry torte. And the spice cake, which I make with sweet potatoes. I hope to get some Boston cream pies, or they're actually cakes, they're not pies. I used to have them before with chocolate on top. I will be making the baklava again by request. And the eclairs. People seem to enjoy the eclairs a lot.
I've had one of your eclairs before.
Oh, right.
Oh my goodness, they are amazing.
We're going to start GoProing more in the kitchen now, so people can actually see the operation, what happens, during the running hours.
Oh, that'll be neat.
See how I make the cakes, and also how the line works on a busy night, to see how the different stations come together to put out dinners. What I pride a lot about these kids that are learning in the kitchen, that they're doing fantastic, is it's an all scratch kitchen, meaning we cook everything from scratch. So there's that learning curve that they've gotten over, and then putting it all together. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch it come together. And now they're interested in the bakery part, so they'll learn some of that.
Well, I think it's good for your customer, too.
Oh, by all means.
To understand what you guys are going through back in the kitchen. We sit down, we place our order, and I know me personally, I don't even think about what's going on in the kitchen, but there is a lot of preparation and there's a lot of continuity that has to happen, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It starts with the prep cooks preparing. In the industry, you call it mise en place. And basically it starts with them. And then, the line cooks come in, they have their task. And on the line, you have different stations, from the broiler to the saute to the fry cook to the person that's calling the orders and putting the plates together. It's when it's done nicely, it's an orchestra. It looks like chaos to the unexperienced eye, because like I mentioned before, it's loud and the jargon and so forth. So it's different. It's definitely a different world out there.
You do so many different things. You've talked about the bakery getting back open and everything. Is there something that you enjoy or prefer? Is it the baking? Is it being over the grill? Or is it all kind of equal
for you? I enjoy it all, but there's part of the industry it's called garde-manger. And garde-manger in French cuisine is a decorative arts. So there's a lot of carving, the ice carvings. It's basically cold presentations. Something that would not at all, the type of food that you do, and that really wouldn't go over in this market. Mm-hmm. But, it's pâtés, galantines, very decorative arts. When I was with the cruise lines, I had a crew that was mostly Indo-Chinese and Indonesian, Java, Bali. Those guys were amazing.
Yeah.
You could take a watermelon, for instance, and carve a gorilla face in it, or it's really amazing the carving skills those people have in that part of the world, even with other mediums too. But it's very pretty. I don't know if you've ever taken the higher-end cruise ships. They have what they call the midnight buffet, and it's a big spread. And that's the art of garde-manger. But I enjoy it all. Next close to garde-manger would be pastry work, because you do a lot of decorative arts in that too. But the hot kitchen, once you get, it all has to come together. For you to run a kitchen, you really need to be, I wouldn't say excellent at all of them, but at least have a good general knowledge of it.
I'm sure that there's an excitement and an adrenaline rush, especially when you get busy.
Exactly. Once you get hooked on this industry, you can't be, for instance, sit at a desk, because that would be extremely boring. When you're doing a very busy night, it's a lot of movement, a lot of. Once you get used to that lifestyle, other work is kind of slow.
Yeah.
And it's not for everybody, because it's long hours, and it can be hot.
Yeah.
Sweaty. You can't walk off the line when you're tired. Mm-hmm. You walk off the line when you're done.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, it's different, but obviously people enjoy it, and that's why they do it.
Yeah. So tell us about some of the things you have going on at the bonfire. You mentioned the bakery. What are some of the other things that
tonight
you're
we're on a feature? I've been keeping the features. We started a new one. I want to say it's on Thursday. It's a smash burger. We do the daily features for lunch Monday through Friday, and it's been a huge success. It's an excellent hamburger. One of my chefs came up with it, and I'm going to give him the credit. Excellent idea. Seems to sell a lot. I will be changing them around next week a little bit. Not all of them, but, introduce some different features for lunch. And for dinner, for tonight and tomorrow, we're going to be doing the surf and turf. A New York strip comes with maitre d' butter and some deep fried shrimp. And, we'll start putting a little bit more features on the weekends. When I was here previously, 13 years ago, I didn't do the daily specials through the lunch, and I think it's something that people really enjoy. Mm-hmm. So I've held off on the nightly features, but we're going to start doing some more now. Part of it is you need to get the crew up to speed, and summertime is when they're really tested due to the amount of volume that comes in. And I'm very confident with them now, so now I can start introducing a little bit more and giving them a little bit more of a task.
Yeah, that's great. On the drink side of things, I think the last time you were in here, you talked about building your own Bloody Mary.
Right.
Still doing that?
Mondays they're doing that, and that seems to be happening, and it's nice. They can have shrimp. There's an array of things they can choose from to put into their Bloody Mary. Chana and David will be working together here in the near future to add other drinks to them. When we were, David traveled with me to South America, and we were on the coast there. It's neat to see how they make these incredibly refreshing cocktails for hot temperature type places, which is perfect right now.
Yeah.
And in the combinations of fruits, the combinations of sangria type items, really refreshing to see, and kind of neat to see how other cultures, the beverages they drink. Yeah. Some of them are frozen, obviously, and a good frozen mango, whatever, colada, or, I'll let those guys come up with it. It's something nice, very nice, along with an appetizer. That's a great little sit down.
Well, of course, we got the Custer County Fair coming up, kind of getting into things this weekend with the parade on Saturday, concert Saturday, then a lot of activities through especially the early and middle part of next week. A lot of people are going to be in town, and I have a feeling that Bonfire is going to kind of be at the top of their list for many of them.
I hope so. We enjoy seeing that's what's neat. Before I was here in the past, you would see those repeat clients coming through, either or the bikers or just numerous things that happen here in the summertime, and it's nice to see them again. It's nice that they remember you.
Yeah, it is. Let's see, anything else that you wanted to mention?
No, I think that covers it, really.
All right. Let's see, your hours again for the when the grill's open and everything?
It was through the week, we're open from 11 till 9, and on Friday and Saturday, we're open from 11 till 10.
All right. We'll encourage people to come in and enjoy the delicious food at the bonfire.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. You folks are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
It's easier. How's that go? Well, anyway, it's about forgiveness. So that you go ahead and do something and then you ask for forgiveness later, right? That's the way that works. Because I knew if I asked any of these people to talk on the radio, they might just say, Dave, go away. Get away from me. So I'm not giving a choice here. I have Matthew Homont with me to start with. How you doing, Matthew?
I'm good, Dave. How are you?
Good. Thanks for putting up with me.
Oh, no. Thanks for coming. We appreciate you guys coming out. Really do.
You bet. I was talking with some of the kids out front and really enjoyed that.
Got an ant in your hair.
You got an ant? I wonder where I picked that up at. Probably from maybe the station. Wouldn't have been here.
Who knows?
So, nice hot day, but it's nice and cool in here.
Yeah, great day to come out and see the kids shoot. If you'd like to come out, it's air conditioned, so this would be the day to be in an air conditioned building.
It would be. And I did read the rules on the door earlier on the air. If folks want to come out, they kind of need to know that they have to be kind of quiet, and maybe some air protection might be good.
Yeah, so today we're doing a lot of the small bore events, and so yeah, some eye protection, ear protection on the range is required. So it's a little noisier today. Tomorrow will be more of the BB gun, air pistol. There are some air rifle events today, so if they can certainly come out and watch those and not have to worry about the noise and stuff. But,
right.
Today's mostly small bore sport pistol, small bore rifle events.
And when I was out there, I was watching some of the young people check in, and they weigh the firearm, they check to make sure there's nothing in there besides a tube and a lot of safety precautions.
Absolutely. Safety is number one thing. I mean, shooting sports is one of the safest events that kids can participate in if it's done correctly. And so safety is our number one priority. And they'll do some things like check the trigger pull on some of the guns and some things like that. But safety's paramount. I mean, that's the number one thing.
Can you explain the trigger pull to our audience out there who might not understand what you're talking about?
Yeah, so some events there's a minimum, and so the trigger has to be set so that it can't be too light, I guess, to put it simply. So not all events are that way, but some events are, and so we just have a weight that has to be able to hold that weight without going off, and just different events have different rules.
Sure. So. Thanks, Matthew.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm going to slip down here for a moment.
You sure you want to do that?
I don't know. It's pretty tough company down here. Now, it looks like the scorers or judges are looking at the targets and marking the score on them, which I understand can be debated if there's something really close after the kids come out the competition. I was visiting with Carla's husband earlier. I know, Miss Basin, you probably don't want to talk to me, but these guys look pretty busy, so I'm trying to fill here.
I'm really busy too, no?
She might be the busiest. You might be the busiest. And what is your job?
I keep all the scores in the computer, and we print them out so the kids can see their results and challenge them. And like you said, if they have a question of something being scored correctly, they have the right to bring it in and challenge the scorers to get it corrected if necessary.
Well, that sounds great because everything is on the table and you have a conversation about it and have the final scoring.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to slip down here just for a moment. Ray Hunt's penciling something out here. Ray, I heard this rumor today, and I don't know if it's true. Nebraska State Bank was started in 1917.
Okay.
And I was wondering, have you been shooting yourself since that time?
No.
Since 1917?
No.
Oh.
Slightly before.
Somehow I just knew you'd be up to the task on that question.
Yeah, no. You think 1917?
That's what they said.
Really?
Yeah. One of the older businesses around, so I thought maybe you'd know more about it than I would.
No, not me. Not me.
Keep up the good work.
My daughter.
Well, yes, she would know.
Yeah.
Because she works there.
Yeah.
So, real quick, kind of explain what you're doing, Ray.
Well, all we're doing is just we got to determine whether that's a 0 or a -1 like there. See,
so it's touching the target or not?
Yeah, whether it's touching. And each line, it starts out with the dot in the center would be -0, and then outside of the dot would be a -1.
Okay.
And then so on and so forth, all the way out.
Okay.
And then we add them up, and then Carla corrects us.
Well, that's good. And then the sheets, they go outside, and the kids can take a look at it too. Right?
And then they can protest it, or and they bring it back in, and we look at it. Yep, 2 people take a look at it and determine whether it's incorrect or correct.
Well, thanks for what you guys do. I know the kids appreciate it, and there's competitors out there right now shooting, and they'll be doing that the rest of the day today, or at least most of it, and then tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think it'll be tomorrow. Most of the day tomorrow.
Most of the day tomorrow. Okay. Maybe I can slip back over and catch some of the kids then too. So.
Yeah, I was informed that we have to be out of here by a certain time.
Oh.
Yeah, because they have another meeting or something going on here that they need to use the shooting building for.
Okay. All right. Well, rules are rules, man.
Rules are rules, man.
Thanks, Ray.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, thank you.
All right. You bet. They're working hard here to make sure that the scoring is correct, and I like the idea that it goes through different steps so that the kids can take a look and feel good about what they've done here at the shooting range. This report brought to you by Nebraska State Bank. Back to you, Brent.
Dave, thank you very much. 22 minutes past the hour. A couple of things here that we want to share with you yet on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Don't forget about our good friend Roxanne with the Nebraska Land Hearing Center, a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 30 years of experience. And she offers discounts just for you using her service and shopping local and doing your business local here in Broken Bow. Things like free hearing evaluation and free office calls, free extended warranties on new hearing aids, extended discounts for just buying local, and receive trade-in values on old hearing aids. She also wants to remind you that she now accepts Care credit cards. This enables you to finance hearing aids for over a period of time with lower payments. Ask Roxanne about the Care credit cards. Set up your appointment today by calling 308-384-3852, 308-384-3852. A wonderful group of people a while back now really has a heart for people dealing with mental health issues. And so this group came together and they have created a website as a resource of mental health providers in Custer County. The website is mhpcc.org, and they also want to make sure you know that there is a Spanish version available on that website now as well. Just a little info that they would like to share with you when it comes to mental health. Drinking plenty of water helps fend off dehydration, which can lead to feelings of anxiety and depression. Studies have shown there is a beneficial relationship between drinking water and mental health disorders, but this doesn't mean that drinking water will magically cure your mental health concerns. Often combining healthy lifestyle habits with therapy services provided by licensed mental health care professionals has the most beneficial outcome. And to take a look at some of those mental health providers and professionals that are available right in our area, we encourage you to visit the website mhpcc.org. Well, tomorrow night, of course, going to be a big night out at the Custer County Fairgrounds. It's concert night. Going to be a great lineup. The Teague Brothers Band will be the headliner. In front of them, James Lee Band and B.J. Jameson. It'll all be taking place beginning at 8 o'clock under the lights there at Trotter Arena at the Custer County Fairgrounds. We are going to give you an opportunity to win some tickets now to the concert. We have 2 sets of tickets left to give away, so we're going to play a little music from the James Lee Band while you hit the phones. Call us at 872-2801. First 2 callers will each win a pair of tickets to the concert coming up on Saturday night.
I've had those mornings that I'm never drinking again. And then 5 o'clock rolls around. I'm sitting on a bar stool, 6 beers deep. I'm hanging out with the wrong crowd. We'll all go home. Turns out the last column beers ago. It's way too early to call it a night. Think better go chasing back road moonlight. Living life on the run. And always trying to have so little too much fun. Just wasting time like it's free. Never afraid of what tomorrow will bring. I'm a 12 for 20. I'm bottles of signs. We're chasing an old county line, and I'm still hanging out. That rough and rowdy crowd, driving way too fast and being way too loud. Living life on the run, and always trying to have so little too much fun. Just wasting time like it's free. Never afraid of what tomorrow will bring. morning with a pounding in my head. Swearing I was never gonna drink again. Man, I shouldn't have treated Thursday like a Saturday night. Yeah, but come 5 o'clock, well,